So surprisingly, Lizzo is being accused of SH and fat shaming in this new lawsuit, and that's surprising considering all the crying she do over getting fat shamed. And I'm gonna let my man Stacey read the details to you.
Lizzo and her production company are being accused of SH in creating a hostile work environment by a trio of the team's former dancers, according to a legal complaint filed Tuesday. The lawsuit, independently viewed by Verity, was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court against Lizzo, her real name Melissa Vivian Jefferson, her production company Big Girl Big Touring, and Charlene Quigley, captain of Lizzo's dance team. So the dancers, plaintiffs Arianna Davis, Krista Williams, and Noelle Rodriguez have alleged sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment, among a slew of other charges. One of the most striking details of the suit alleges dancers were pressured due to fear of losing their jobs to touch nude dancers during a live sex show in Amsterdam's red light district, notoriously known for its prostitution, sex theaters, nude bars, and clubs. The main event of the night was a club called Banana Bar, or whatever, where patrons are allowed to interact with completely nude performers, the lawsuit states. While at Banana Bar, that's killing me. Things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. Catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas. Y'all reading that? They was catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas. So they launching dildos with the vagina? And eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas.
Like, never mind that we just came out of a pandemic, but y'all out here biting bananas out of the boxes of these prostitutes and strippers in Amsterdam. Y'all just out here mixing up formulas to come up with new STDs, huh? The old ones ain't good enough no more, huh? And then it's like, these are all women. So then you add in the agenda of the alphabet community being pushed on women who don't want that. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's alleged, but if it's true, y'all wildin'.
Lizzo then turned her attention, allegedly. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women performing at the club. Lizzo began leading a chant, goading Miss Davis. Miss Davis said 3 times loud enough for all to hear, "I'm good," expressing her desire to not touch the performer. So Miss Davis is like, "Man, I don't want to touch it." And Lizzo like, Miss Davis, you better do it. Trying to pressure to do it. Do the nasty. Be just as nasty as her.
So now you got all these women identifying with the alphabet community trying to get Miss Davis to crack that coconut form. You dig what I'm saying? Trying to get her to participate in something that she is clearly not interested in. Whole room full of people chanting it on. Like,
So, the complaint continues. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. So, a representative for Lizzo did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. So, plaintiffs also alleged Lizzo again invited them out without telling them they would be attending a nude cabaret bar, robbing them of the choice to not participate, the lawsuit states. Another particular instance accuses Quigley, the dance captain who also doubled as a judge on Lizzo's Amazon reality show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, in 2021, of pushing her Christian beliefs onto dancers. According to the suit, after discovering that Davis was a virgin, Quigley routinely discussed the subject, brought it up in interviews, and even posted about it on social media, broadcasting an intensely personal detail about Miss Davis to the world. Quigley allegedly referred to Davis as a non-believer, according to the suit, and was quoted saying, "No job and no one will stop me from talking about the Lord."
Like how Stacey put that preacher breath on there, the Lord. But listen, who is Quigley to be trying to push some religious beliefs on this young lady as well? Like, I'm all about God. But if she doesn't believe, that's her choice. But then you're going to shame her for being a virgin, which last time I checked is something God agrees with outside of marriage. And then you're taking part in all this sexual activity that Lizzo got going on. If you are such a believer in God, why are you even a part of this? That's the first question. Secondly, you're taking part in having this girl trying to participate in lesbianism and biting bananas out of chicks' vaginas and all that. What type of representation of God are you? Come on with this, man. Like, I'm just going to say, I'm all about God, but if you're trying to win souls over to God, Quigley, this is not the way to do it. For sure, it's not.
So Quigley did not immediately return Variety's request for comment. The accusations against Lizzo also include calling attention to one dancer's weight gain after calling her out for not being committed to her role. Pay attention. In professional dance, a dancer's weight gain is often seen as that dancer is getting lazy or worse off as a performer. Lizzo's and Miss Scott's questions about Miss Davis' commitment to the tour were thinly veiled concerns about Miss Davis's weight, which Lizzo had previously called attention to after noticing it at South by Southwest Music Festival, the lawsuit states. Although Lizzo and Miss Scott never explicitly stated it, these questions were accompanied by Lizzo's statements made after the South by Southwest Music Festival gave Miss Davis the impression that she needed to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details about her life in order to keep her job. So basically, she's saying Lizzo never really said it, but she insinuated by saying you look like you're not dedicated by the way you looking, how you coming in.
What do we have here? So allegedly, Lizzo has insinuated to this young lady that she is not committed because she fluffed up a little bit. But I thought all this body positivity, you were allowed to do that. What this tells me is that Lizzo knows very well that all of this being big and beautiful ain't good for you. It's what the doctor tells us every day. And we gonna all end up in early graves if we keep listening to Lizzo. Lizzo don't believe the bull that she's spitting to y'all. She don't do it because she cares about you and your kids' self-esteem. She do it because it's profitable. And she can't take what she's dishing out. Because anytime someone says anything about the fluctuation of her weight because of all the stuff she's eating, she loses her mind and cries crocodile tears and begs for sympathy from everybody. I want people to be happy and comfortable in their own skin, but I'm not going to lie to you or to me when I say that all this extra cheek and neck that I'm growing ain't good for me. The burgers taste good when they're going down, but it's something that they need to come off at some point. You understand what I'm saying? And it's for our health when I say this with love.
The complaint additionally states that Davis was fired in May for recording a meeting where Lizzo had given out notes to dancers about their performances. Williams states that she was publicly fired due to budget cuts, but the suit points out that no one else was fired that day. Before that, Williams claims she had spoken up at a meeting in which Lizzo accused the dancers of drinking before performances. Rodriguez reportedly complained to the manager about the decision to publicly fire Williams, an intimidation tactic that Lizzo repeatedly used with dancers during an April 27th meeting, during which she told the team that she had eyes and ears everywhere. All right, so according to the complaint, Rodriguez resigned as a result of Davis and Williams' firings. In a statement shared with Variety, the dancer's attorney, Ron Zambrano, commented the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performance seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing.
So it's all alleged. And we'll probably have to wait to hear the truth to see what's true and what's not to come out. We may not even see it because it may be settled outside of court with some money and this, that, and the other. But listen, all this body positivity stuff, you know Lizzo, if this allegedly is true, you know she knows better by the way that she checked this young lady. And maybe we would all be in a better place if she checked herself and the people around her and just said the truth. Yeah, we all comfortable in our own skin. We love burgers and fries, but it ain't something that we should continue to be eating if we want to be around for our families long term. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to say that to each other out of love. We can't keep going to funerals and then eating the same food that put people in the boxes. And then all this sexual liberation. They love to tell you to eat banana out of a chick's box at a strip club, but they don't tell you the other side of that coin when you get stuff that you can't get rid of. They don't tell you about how much harder it's going to be for men and women to settle down and find love after all of the miles that you've put on your sexual odometer. You dig what I'm saying? And listen, there's a lot of religious people that need to hear this, but I'm going to talk to the Christians since that's what this video was in. We are not going to be able to actively convince people to come to God if we spend most of our time on this earth looking like the devil. So with that said, I mean, we got to do better. But y'all let me know what you think about this whole situation. Put some in the comments for your boy. It's your boy P. Camp. Get at your boy.